Greetings everyone, this is Alt Lexington of the Meriki Command Fleet. Today I'm playing my character Fred, a Ferengi, with his crew of all Ferengi. In the last video we played the episode called City on the Edge of Never, the 18th episode of 20 episodes that make up the Klingon War story as seen from a Federation perspective. Apparently in that episode, Miral Paris was kidnapped and taken through the Guardian of Forever. And there was a little confusion at the end of that episode because this episode, the 19th, Past Imperfect, continues directly on from the 18th episode without any interruption. So, we're playing Past Imperfect this time. That is why this video is a direct continuation of the previous one. So my crew is already here on the Guardian planet. And there is the Guardian of Forever. And Miral Paris has been kidnapped by Klingons and taken through into the past. And we must pursue her, so it's use the Guardian portal to continue Past Imperfect. So here we go. Use portal. Step through the portal and enter the River of Time. Cutscene. Ferengi time travel. Oh, it's like being born. Jim, there be whales here. I see a real bright light. It's going to take a while to load it, obviously. Not as long as I thought. And the Guardian helped us bring our ship through from a timeline that no longer exists because of the let's think about this. The Klingons stepped through the Guardian with Miral Paris. That altered the timeline, but thanks to the Guardian we were able to retrieve our ship from the unaltered timeline and use it in this mission. Admiral, it looks like the Guardian of Forever took us back to our own ship, and, sir, I don't believe this. Our chronometers show that we have been transported to the year 2270. Ooh, we're in the past. Let's get our bearings. Sir, this is strange. It appears that the history files in our computer have been altered. According to the computer, this is the point in time in which the USS Enterprise and all aboard her are lost. The defeat sparked a series of events that led to the downfall of the United Federation of Planets. That's all wrong, Admiral. Looks like Bavette is changing history already. I'd say. I'm detecting a Klingon raptor from our time, Admiral. It's the IKS Warwick, and I'm reading Lieutenant Paris's comm signal. She's aboard. The Warwick is attacking the Enterprise. We have to stop it, sir. Contamination from our time cannot be allowed to change the past. Sir, the Enterprise is hailing us, patching it through.
Unknown ship. This is the USS Enterprise. Please respond.
Spock! Yeah, we're going to help Captain Kirk and Spock. Unknown ship. They've never met Ferengis. They don't even know we exist. Admiral, I'm transmitting a text-only message to let them know we are friendly and here to help. Did I order you to do that? You're getting ahead of yourself there, mister. The less interaction we have with them, the less chance we have of altering the timeline ourselves. Assist the Enterprise. I might have wanted to alter the timeline. He's locking me in. He's exceeding orders. Or preempting them. Okay, let's defend the Enterprise. Don't worry, Captain Kirk. I'm here now. You can rest easy. Well, I'm not going to go to full impulse. I think the Enterprise can take a bit of pounding first. Make them more desperate and more appreciative of our help. Target the furthest away one so I can gravity well when in range. You'll be surprised, Mr. Spock. You've got a very powerful futuristic ship coming to help you against futuristic enemies. Gravity well. Subnucleonic beam. And fire at will. And tachyon beam. Oh, the Enterprise has blue weapons. The original blue retro phasers. Well, they weren't retro in this time period. Oh, he's cloaked. No, he hasn't. He's shooting away. We can't get him. He's doing a runner. Accolade complete. Enterprising rescue. Follow the IKS Warvig. Sir, the Enterprise is hailing us. Patching it through now.
Unknown vessel, this is Commander Spock of the USS Enterprise. Thank you for your assistance.
That'll be 10 strips of latinum, please. Assistance doesn't come for free. You've got to pay for them torpedoes. Not that I used any, but they don't know that. Admiral, Mr. Spock is asking us to identify ourselves. Sir, I recommend we do not respond. All contact we have with anyone in this time would be considered a violation of the Temporal Prime Directive. We should concentrate on finding Lieutenant Paris and correcting the damage that the Klingons have done to the timeline. The Warvig warped to a nearby system. I can get a lock on its warp signature and we should be able to follow it. Okay, why don't you be in charge? You seem to have all the answers and all the foreknowledge. I mean, I don't feel like a captain with you around, Brett. Pursue the Warvig. The war. Well, whatever. Let's just go. Bye, Enterprise. It was brief but fun. You're better than Captain Sean. Captain, I have a lock on the Warvig and Lieutenant Paris's signal. The Warvig has some new friends, sir. We should be prepared to defend ourselves. Disable the Warvig and its escorts. I should say at Warvig and its cohorts. There's 3 of them. Nice asteroid field. Looks like a system where a planet may have been destroyed. Or a newly forming system. We'll look on the Warvig first. Nice broadside going on. Crack the Warvig. Oh, now it's spelled with an A instead of an O. Scan for Warvig. Disable the IKS Warvig. There it is, it's running away, and I'm not going to do the scannable. I'm in space, I ain't got time for such things. Got an enemy to kill. Got some Klingons to grab. Tachyon beam.
Ship is under attack.
Let it go. Gravity well. And fire it well. With a good broadside. Stop firing. Maybe we beam up. Ah, we're boarding the Warbig. Or we're supposed to. There we go. The Warbig shields are down, Admiral. I recommend we take the opportunity to transport an away team to the Warbig, spelled with an O. Beam aboard. Led by a crew of valiant Ferengi. Time to conduct some hostile negotiations with the Klingons. Aggressive negotiations. I'm reading Lieutenant Paris's comm signal in the Klingons' mess hall, Admiral. Transporters can't get a clean log, so we'd best liberate her from her captors before she gets killed. Whatever you say, you seem to be well in charge of the situation. I'm just going to follow your lead from now on, Brett. You're not even giving me a chance to command my own ship. Oh, that's an old-fashioned Klingon over there. A couple of old-fashioned Klingons on this ship. He's obviously been this Klingon captain's obviously been in the past for a while. Guardian didn't deposit us back before the changes were made. He's just deposited us back in to clean them up. To clean up the timeline changes. Yeah, knock him on his ass. Don't even need me science abilities. Vaporized by a bullet. What's in here? Something to steal. Damn gawk. It's not as good as Ferengi green worms. Anything in here? Nope. New respawn point unlocked. More Klingons. Let's hit them with a few science abilities just for the hell of it. Nope, not in range. Nope, those science abilities didn't do much to these characters. Oh well, maybe they did. Reduce their resistances, no doubt. Well, that's a corridor in there. Let's have a look at the map to see where we're going. I think maybe in here. The directions for these two missions are very the city on the edge of Never and past Imperfect aren't very clear. So what are you just standing there for when your ship's under attack? Is this the bridge? Are we taking the bridge? There's nobody on the bridge. Cowards. They did a run into the mess hall. What are they doing slacking off in the mess hall while we're taking over the bridge? So, back the way we came. Bridge secure, sir. I bet it won't be in a minute, though. Force field. So we can't go that way. There must be some way of getting past that force field. That's where we came in, isn't it? No, we went past that already. That's where we came in. There's no other doors here. How do we get past that force field? Ah, that's why we went to the bridge. We were supposed to disable the force field, no doubt. Ah, we missed him. Captain Bavette. He's a boss. Well, we subdued him with science abilities alone. Talk to Captain Bavette. Yep. I am not your enemy, Admiral. Ask me what you will. Really, you're not my enemy? I thought Bavette was the enemy with all his augment stuff. What do you know about why we are here? I know you are not of this time, Admiral. You are from the future. Your presence here was forecast. Hang on a minute. Bavette, is this young Bavette? A young version of Bavette. Forecast how? By whom? Many years ago, time-travelling beings came to the Klingons. They wanted us to join in their temporal war. We are no one's puppet. The Klingon Empire refused to help them. However, they told us many things about the future in their attempt to gain our allegiance. We listened, and since then, a group of Klingons has used that knowledge to guide the Empire. Ah, we've heard this story before. What do you want with Mirel Paris? She is the Kuva Mark. We walk in her footsteps before she has made them. Her destiny is to be the one who cures the Klingon people. She will wash away the stain of the augment virus that has smoothed our brows and put fear into our hearts. Interesting. So, this combines those Enterprise episodes from the TV show where Dr. Phlox helped the Klingons with the augment viruses, and it also combines a Voyager episode where Mirel Paris was foretold to be the Kuva Mark. So the Narette might be the same as virus as the augment virus. She's been here 2 months already. Yes, and we are beginning to see results. The Kuva Mark has a unique genetic sequence that has allowed my physicians to completely transform us back to the mighty warriors we once were. No more will we be ridgeless and honourless. We will be Klingon. We will follow in the Kuva Mark's footsteps and walk the path of honour and glory. So, the augment virus needed to be cured by Dr. Phlox, which made the Klingons' ridges disappear. And now, 100 years later, the Kuva Mox can cure them of their missing ridges and put them back. So it's a cure for the cure. It's a cure for the side effects of the cure. Tell me about the Kuva Mark. Some call her a saviour. Many among my crew see her as a traitor. It is strange to see a mythological being wearing the uniform of your enemy. I don't know what I believe of the old ways. The prophecies say she will be a Voyager, and that the Klingons will know her before she knows the world. What I have seen in these past days makes me believe this is true. She will be a Voyager, very nice. Tell me about the Klingons who brought the war to this time. Most of them are crazed by their contact with the augmentation process. Their leader tells me they were experimented on by a man called Amar Singh. They will do anything, kill anyone in their quest to be whole again. When did they arrive? They arrived here a month ago. They brought with them the Kuva Mark with them. They arrived here a month ago. They brought the Kuva Mark with them, and they asked me to keep her safe. They left for a time, and then returned 2 days ago with this wonder of a starship. They told me that it was the first of a mighty fleet that would rule the galaxy. Who were you dealing with? Their leader. It is my greatest shame to see him. I have come face to face with my future self, and I see that I will walk the path of great dishonour. Ah, so he does know it was his future self. And I was right, it is. Are you saying that Mirel was kidnapped by a future you? Ambassador Babat is the man I will become. Time travel is such a tricky thing. Now I understand why Klingon intelligence hates predestination paradoxes so. Sounds like Lieutenant Paris's task here is finished. Ambassador Babat will not surrender the Kuva Mark without a fight. It appears that the years have made me quick to anger and quick to judge. I wonder what will happen to make me such a bitter, manipulative man. Well, you never know, maybe we can find a way to change that. What is a predestination paradox? Well, we already know, but let's ask. When one travels back in time, one may cause or undo the reason for the journey. Anything we do now may alter the reality that you know. Then again, the reality we know could not exist unless we were here at this time and place. I would advise you not to volunteer for any more time travel missions, Admiral. They tend to complicate your life. Well, we do want to set time back on track because it's been altered. That's what the Guardian said. What should we do? You are the defenders of the Kuva Mark. You will find Ambassador Babat at her side. He will not surrender her without a fight. Give him a good death. That is all any Klingon desires. Allow Babat to beam out his younger self. Allow him to go back to his life and abandon this futuristic Warvik ship. Okay. Now go, all of you. I fear that the present cannot take much more of your interference. Lower aft force field. There we go. And then go to the mess hall to find Lieutenant Paris, I suppose. I guess, although it doesn't say so, the prompts in this mission are very good. It's all a little confusing. I suppose this mission needs an updated patch to make it a little better. Still, it's fun. Ooh, something to steal. That's what Ferengi's like. Hang on a minute. He didn't like his stuff being stolen. Scannable. In the middle of combat. Haven't you taken him down yet? Silly crew. Should have killed him already. You like exceeding orders? Or preempting them? His science abilities seem to work very well. Look how fast they took him down. Got him! Die, old Bavard! Die, so your younger self can take a different course. Hello, Morale. Looks like you got yourself into trouble. Give me 20 strips of latinum and I'll save you.
I didn't appreciate being held captive, but if I can help the Klingons, I will gladly do so. Think of it this way. If we can find peace here, there's hope for the future.
Did they harm you?
No, but the Klingons of this time have the genetic samples they need from me, and I am more than ready to get back to our time. Thank you. I won't forget what you did today. One to beam up.
Hey, where's my latinum? Can't beam out without paying me. I'm a Ferengi, I need money. Captain Pavat and his crew are transporting off the Warvik, Captain, but we can't leave the ship here. Its technology is far too advanced for this time period. I suggest we return to our own ship and destroy the Warvik. It is the best way to preserve the timeline. Yeah, okay then. Trent, you're starting to copy Brett. Tret is starting to copy Brett by presuming what my orders will be. Okay. The Warvik is empty and its shields are down, sir. Weapons are locked on. I'll fire on your command. So Dret's doing it now as well. What if I wanted to fire instead? Instead of him. Beam overload. And fire. There we go. Took out my forward shields. We've done what we can to restore the timeline, sir. I recommend we return to the gateway system. The Guardian should be able to transport us back to when we belong. I suppose, but you didn't even give me a chance to scan any of those Vernon particles. This crew, they need more cash. They need more bribes to do their duty. They're doing it a little wrong. They're too outspoken. That's what you get when you deal with Ferengis. And you don't pay them enough latinum. So, heading back to Gateway. Wow, well, that's taken a while to load. And even more patching. Sir, the Guardian has opened a portal, but there are Klingon ships blocking the way. Yes, they don't want us to restore the timeline, because if we go into the future, our timeline will be restored. The Klingons are hailing us, Captain, putting it on screen. The Kuva Mark and that lovely ship of yours are staying here. We will have a grand time dissecting both of them. Surrender now, and we'll give you a quick death. What makes you think you can take down this futuristic Nandi warcraft?
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Your ancient battle barges are no match for a modern Latinum ship. One. Two. Three. And there's more now. Keep them coming, I could take on a whole fleet. Oh, there's the Enterprise, it's come to help us. It's come to repay its debt to us. Yeah. The Ferengi can appreciate that. Paying off one's debts. Idiots. Well done, Mr. Spock. Sir, the Enterprise is hailing us again. Commander Spock says they can assist us. He has deduced that we came through a portal opened by the Guardian of Forever, and he wishes to speak to you. Open an audio link now. Spock says he can assist us. Maybe he can assist us to get to the future, but the portal's already there.
I am not unfamiliar with time travel, Captain. We will endeavor to engage the Klingons until you can escape. Live long and prosper.
Well, thank you, Enterprise. You acquitted yourself well. The Guardian has opened a return portal for us, Admiral. We should use it as soon as possible. Here we go. Fly into the anomaly. Bye-bye, Enterprise. Live long and prosper. Oh, and by the way, Spock, in Wrath of Khan, you're going to die. And pull a Jesus on everyone. Come back from the dead. Now, I think these Guardian missions could use a little bit of tweaking to improve them a bit. The instructions on how to follow the mission aren't exactly clear, unless when they are clear, it's like they're preempting your orders, preempting the player and locking them into a box where he can only do one thing. Oh well, maybe it's just early and I'm moaning. So, more patching. That's quite a big patch too. And we're home with Miro Paris. And we speak to the Guardian.
Time has resumed its shape. All is as it was before. Farewell.
Well, that's good to know. We've restored the timeline. Even though, when the timeline was altered at the end of City on the Edge of Never, Admiral Quinn was able to hail us, even though Starfleet didn't exist in the altered timeline, because the Klingons had defeated it. So how was he able to hail us to start this episode, Past Imperfect? How could he do that if the timeline was changed? Incoming message from Starfleet, sir. I'll link you to your tricorder. Not my con badge? Okay then. Congratulations on a job well done. Admiral. Lieutenant Paris will return to duty and you have ended the threat to the Federation. But we do have some questions. Time travel is not a routine mission, you know. Don't be surprised if you get a visit from the Department of Temporal Investigations. Predestination paradoxes can be troubling for them. I'm a chrononaut. Yeah. How can Admiral Quinn hail you to start the next mission when the timeline has been altered? He seems to have a comms device that can hail across different timelines. Very nice. So we depart the system. Miro, make your own way home. I'm not a taxi service. I bet Admiral Quinn will hail us now if we wait long enough. He can never wait for his reports. Yep, thought so. Admiral, I don't think I need to tell you how important the mission you just completed was for all of us. The very fabric of the universe was at stake, and you acted with professionalism and aplomb? What the hell does that mean? Thanks to you and your crew, Ambassador, Bavat's plan was foiled. Yep, well, what are you going to give us? Temporal Investigation does want to talk to you about how the description of the USS Acquisition is now showing up in the USS Enterprise's mission logs. But I told them you didn't have time to report for debriefing. Thanks, Admiral, you covered for us. You received the following reward. Now, which one of these do I want? An engine, a paratronic shield, never heard of that before. Plasma disruptor hybrid, interesting. Or Federation Type 1 phaser. I think I'll go for the phaser. I don't know why. Never had one before. Hang on a minute, I think I know what they're like. Are they those little handheld ones? I mean, not handheld, finger held. Or shall we go for the plasma disruptor hybrids? Nope, I'm going for the phaser because it might look good. There it is. And we'll leave that episode for another video. So, that was Past Imperfect, the 19th story in the Klingon War story arc as seen from a Federation perspective. I hope you enjoyed all those discontinuity errors, to use exactly the right words. This is Alt Lexington playing Fret from the Ferengi Command Fleet. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comments are appreciated, and if you wish to join our fleet, you're welcome to send me an in-game message. We are part of the Novacron Intelligence Armada. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your gameplay. Bye.